Before you invest on a rental property, it is important you know your numbers, and that means knowing the profitability of the property you want to invest in. And before you can know the profitability of the property you want to invest in, you must know your return on investment on that property. Knowing the return on investment on any property you want to invest is very, very essential for every real estate investor, because it helps them evaluate the profitability of every property that they want to invest, and it will help them make informed decision whether or not to invest in that particular property. So today in this video, I'll be revealing to you how to calculate the return on investment on a rental property that you want to acquire. In case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Chris. I'm a real estate consultant based in the city of Portharcourt. On this YouTube channel, I educate, inform, and enlighten everybody that want to invest in real estate on everything that they need to know about real estate, from land banking, from rental properties, land investment, return on investment, land stamps, land documentation, everything you need to know, the pros and cons of investing in real estate, everything. I treat all of that on this channel. If you're new to this channel, please support the growth of our channel by subscribing to our channel. Click on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we post new videos, and also do well to give this video a thumbs up. There are 3 steps to take to determine the return on investment on a property, and the first step is to determine the investment cost, which is the total amount that it costs you to acquire that property. The second step is to calculate the rental income of that property per annum, and the third step is to estimate the expenses that is required to put that property in order if you purchase that property. Now let's talk about the first step, which is to determine the cost of investment. The cost of investment involves everything that you spend to acquire that property, which is the cost of the property, the cost of the agent's fee. That's if you pay agent fee to acquire that property, it includes the cost of documentation, which is what you pay to your lawyer, the cost of survey, and everything you pay to acquire that property. That is what we call the cost of investment. In this video, we'll be using a case study of a block of flats that costs 40 million naira. The 40 million naira includes the cost of purchasing the property, the legal fee, the agent fee, the documentation, the survey plan, and everything for that property is 40 million naira. Let's use that as a case study in this video. Moving on to the next step, which is to calculate the annual rental income. In this case study, if the property we are looking at is a block of flats that contains 6 units of 2-bedroom flats, and each unit is renting for 500,000 naira per annum, it means that the 6 units of 2-bedroom flat will be generating 3 million naira per annum. So the annual rental income for this property that we are using as a case study is 3 million naira per annum. The next step, which is the third step, is to calculate your expenses, and your expenses include the cost of maintaining the house. If you need to do some plumbing work in the house, some carpentry work, if you hire a property manager, what it costs you to pay that property manager per annum. So you need to estimate how much it is going to cost you to do all of this. And how can you do that? Of course, you need to go in and inspect the property. Now in this case study, let's take for instance that the property that we are talking about, that the owner spent 1 million naira to maintain that property in a year. That means it will give us a balance of 2 million naira, meaning that the net operating income of this particular property is the total income, which in a year is 3 million naira minus 1 million naira, which is the total expenses. So the net operating income of this particular property that we are using as a case study is 2 million naira. Now, after determining the total investment cost, the annual rental income, and the expenses spent annually on that property, and we have gotten our net operating income, the next is to determine the annual return on investment on the property. And to determine the annual return on investment on that particular property, what are we going to do? The formula is to divide the net operating income, in this case, which is 2 million naira, divided by the investment cost. And the investment cost, which we have talked about earlier in this video, is total of 40 million naira times 100/1 to get a percentage. I come again with that formula. The formula is to divide the net operating income, which in this case study is 2 million naira, divided by the total investment, which we talk about as 40 million naira, times 100 to get the percentage. Now if you do that, what you're going to get is 5%, and this simply means that the return on investment for the property that we use as a case study, which the cost of investment is 40 million naira, the return on investment per annum for that particular property is 5%. So as an investor, if you invest 40 million naira to acquire this particular property, what you'll be getting as a return on investment annually is 5%, and 5% of 40 million naira is 2 million naira. So you'll be getting a return on investment of 2 million naira per annum for the property which you use as a case study, that the investment cost is 40 million naira. And if you calculate this, you are going to find out that if you are getting 5% return on investment annually, you will spend 20 years to recoup the money that you spent investing in that property. That's the money you invested in that property. You spend 20 years to recoup that money through rental income. So it is up to you to determine if investing 20 years to recoup your money is okay for you, or if it is not okay. So by calculating your return on investment on any rental property before you invest in it, it is going to help you to determine how profitable that property is. There are some properties that if you invest in it, there are some rental properties that if you invest in it, you will spend 50 years to recoup your money via rental income, which is not advisable. So it is good as an investor, before you invest in any rental property, first of all calculate your return on investment before you invest in that rental property. So that is it. That is how to calculate the return on investment on a rental property. If after watching this video you have any question that you would like to ask, please make use of the comment section. You can drop your question in the comment section. I will try as much as I can to answer any question I see in the comment section. If you've gotten value from this video, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we post new videos, and also do not fail to give this video a thumbs up. Till I come your way next time, my name is Kristas.